everybody's in there. 3 or 4. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 out of 4. We'll check and see who's in the Facebook. See if YouTube. All right, let's see if they're in YouTube as well. I need to check that before we make sure we get in. Everybody's in. All right, we're live on the other one. All right. Good evening. Welcome to the Sports Talk with kerry, wehmeyer show for Friday, June 14th. We're going to be going over today's headlines. We're just making sure everybody is on all the networks: YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch. So, just want to make sure everybody is inside the stream, so we don't have nobody, we don't miss nobody or nobody. So we'll see if we're on the Facebook side. Let's make sure we're on. And yes, we're on. We're live. If you want to come in and talk about the show tonight or whatever, talk about what we talk about, you can come in and voice your opinion. Okay, there it is. Everybody's on. So we just want to make sure everybody's in the stream. So we're on. So let's go ahead and go over some headlines. We'll switch this over. MLB score update, minor league scoreboard update. We'll go on right now. So let's go ahead and begin with the those score updates. Okay, pull that up. Okay, MLB score update at 7:30 Central Time in the Central Time Zone. See if I can pull it up a little bit. The scoreboard. Let's see if I can keep the Okay, scoreboard update. Let's see if I can pull this back a little bit. I know it's a little gated. We're going to have to push it a little back a little bit. So let's get this around. Wrap this around a little bit. So we won't have any problems with our people seeing. Okay, scoreboard update. It is the Nationals up 3-2, bottom of the fifth. So bottom of the fifth is 3-2 Nationals on top. Also, the Boston Red Sox on top 4-1. That's in the top of the fourth. So top of the fourth right now. It is 4-1. Also, the Cardinals is up 4-1. That is in the top of the fifth. Also, the Rangers and Reds. Rangers is up 2-0. That's in the top of the fifth. Also going to the fifth inning, it is the Pirates and Marlins going on right now. Pirates up 1-0. Also, it is the Angels up 3-0. That's in the top of the fourth. Also, top of the fourth, it is Cleveland up 7-3. They have runners at first and second and 1 out. That's 1 out in the game. So, let's see if I can pull this up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Let's see so you can view it better. Okay, I got it right on my screen so everybody can see it. Okay. Okay, let's scroll down. Philly is up 4-1. That's in the going into the bottom of the fourth. Right now the Astros is bottom of the first. They're batting. Runners at first and second. 1 out. No score. Also, it is let's see, Kansas City and Minnesota. No score, top 2. Also, bottom 1, it is the White Sox up 3-1. Also, it is the later beginning at about 7:40, maybe 7:45. The Padres will take on the Colorado Rockies. Also at 8:37 Central Time. That's in the Central Time Zone here. The A's will take on the Mariners. Also, the Cubs and Dodgers will take on Cheddar at 9:10 Central. Also at 9:15, the Giants will take on the Brewers. So that's going to be late night game there. Also, it is St. Louis winning over the Mets 5-4 in 10 innings. So congratulations to them. Right now they're 34-33 on the season. So that is the MLB score update. We'll go over the minor league baseball stuff We like to talk. We like to feature minor league baseball as well on these programs. Okay, scoreboard update. Minor league baseball. Okay, minor league baseball. It is um, Louisville up 3-2. Also, Durham is up 13-3 on Scranton. Also, it is Toledo up 3-1. That's going into the sixth inning. Top six. Also, top five. It is tied up at 4 between Rochester and Charlotte. Also, Columbus and Lehigh Valley. Columbus is leading 10-3. Top five. Also, top six. It is Gwinnett up 5-2. That's in the AAA level. Also, it is 2-1 in favor of um, Indianapolis. That's going into the bottom of the fifth. Also, Round Rock and Reno. Reno is up 2-0 going into the. They're in the middle of the second. Also, bottom of the second, it is San Antonio and Tacoma. No score. San Antonio has a runner at first and second and no outs. Also, it is let's see, Memphis and Salt Lake City tied up at 1. Bottom 2. Also, top 3. Nashville and Las Vegas is scoreless. Las Vegas has a runner at second and 1 out. Also, it is Albuquerque taking on Oklahoma City. The Baby Cakes once again will play 8:05 schedule, so they will be playing again tonight. We might not have the sports video recap because we kind of have a dead time of year, so that's one thing about it. So we'll probably might not have a video recap. We'll probably recap it tomorrow or whatever. So also at 9:05, so 9:05 Central, 10:05 Eastern. That's 10:05 Eastern. It is going to be Sacramento taking on Omaha. Also at 9:05 Central, 10:05 Eastern. It is going to be Fresno taking on Iowa. That is in the 9 o'clock games. Let's go ahead and give you the updates on the AA level. AA level, it is Reading up 3-0 going into bottom of the 7th. So bottom of the 7th there. Also, it is tied up between Altoona and Binghamton. Also, it is Bowie up 1-0. That's top 7. Also, Erie is down 4-2. That's going into the 6th. Also, Richmond is up 2-1, bottom 5. Also, Portland is up, let's see, 2-0, going into the bottom of the 6th. So right now they're in the 6th. Biloxi is up 2-1. That's in the 6th inning. Mississippi is up 1-0. They have a runner at first and second and 2 outs. Also, Chattanooga and Montgomery. Montgomery up 1-0. Pensacola is down 3-0. That's going into the 4th. Also, it is top 3. It is Amarillo on top 1-0. Also, it is Frisco on top 1-0. That's bottom 2. Also, it is Binghamton, not Binghamton, Birmingham and Jackson. Jackson's up 1-0 going into the bottom of the 3rd. So right now they're in the bottom of the 3rd. Also, bottom of the 1st, it is 5-0 Midland on top of Arkansas. Also, Corpus Christi is up 1-0. That is in the top of the 2nd. So that is the tonight's MLB and minor league scoreboard updates for today. We will have another update immediately following the show. So we'll have another update when we end the show tonight. Okay. Let's go ahead and go over last night's story. Toronto Raptors win their first NBA championship in team history. They win 114-110. I'm going to say this about this game. I'm going to be honest with you. With the Kevin Durant and the Klay Thompson injury, I saw when Klay Thompson was going to the locker room. That was in the, I think, in the third quarter. So I think I knew the game was going to be over and done with. So and Toronto was going to win. Look, a lot of people said that Toronto was it was going to go game 7 and Golden State was going to win it maybe in 5. It wasn't going to happen, folks. Toronto was a much better team than Golden State, bar none. That's one thing about it. Sure, they might have had their struggles in the first beginning, but they overcame their struggles and they won their first NBA championship. Plain and simple. You can't argue facts, folks. You cannot argue facts. So um, that's my take on it. We're going to go ahead and go over the recap the box scoring. Let's go ahead and recap that for you. I'll pull this up on the screen, and then we'll recap the play-by-plays. We'll show you what happened in this game. Okay, on play-by-play. Okay, Toronto Raptors. Let's go ahead and look at the Toronto Raptors. First quarter, they did shoot 52%. They went 5 for 9 on 2-point shots, and also they went 7 for 14 on the 3-point shots. So they hit pretty well last night. So it was 52, 55, and 50 on the 3-point shots. Their field goal shooting was at over 60%. So they had pretty good shooting on field goal shooting. That's effective shooting. Now, in the second quarter, Toronto hit 52% once again. Also, from 2-point range, they hit 52% again, 52.9. And also, they went 2 for 4 for 50%. So that was a pretty good number right there. So they was hitting 2 for 4 of their shots. Now, in the third quarter, this is what we're going to break it down by quarter. Third quarter, Toronto shot 42%. Their 2-point shooting was 53.8, and their 3-point shooting wasn't as good in that third quarter. So they wasn't as good in the third quarter on 3-point shooting. So the first and the second quarter they were shooting 50%, but they went down to 16% in the third quarter. That's one thing about it. So that's a take right there. Also in the fourth quarter, they shot 8 of 19 for 42%, and also 5 of 10 for 50% for 2-point range, and also they kind of went up a little bit. They kind of went to 3 of 9 for 33. So they hit 33% from 3-point range. That was 3 of 9 shots, and the field goal shooting was 50%. So as a team, they shot 39 of 82. That was 47%. So I said that was pretty good shooting right there. 47.5%, 47.6. Also, they shot from 2-point range. They shot 26 of 49 shots on those 2-point shots. That's like in the paint and stuff like that. That's they shot 53%. So they shot a pretty good number right there. Now, the next one, 3-point shooting. They was hitting 13 of 33 shots in that game right there. They was hitting 39.4%. That was 40%. So they hit their shots. They hit 13 threes last night in this game. So, I mean, look, a lot of people might say, oh, they just got lucky. No. Not even close. They gave it their they fought their hardest. Okay, Golden State. Let's go ahead and break down Golden State's numbers. As a team, they shot 48.7. They only hit 11 3-pointers last night, so they was outshot 13 to 11 on 3-point shooting. So that was that's the reason why Toronto won this game. 13 to 11 on 3-point shots. Um, he also shot 57% for 2-point shots. Now their effective field goal shooting percentage was 55.6. 55.6. That is something right there. Let's go ahead and break down their first quarter stats. They go by quarters. We'll break them down by quarters. Okay, in the first quarter, they shot 54.5% from the field. Also, they shot 64 from 2-point range, and they hit 3 of 8 from 37%. Now, in the second quarter, their 3-point shooting wasn't as good as Toronto's was. So they were bad as well. They shot 25%. They were 1 of 4 of 3-point range. So they didn't get their threes down in that second quarter. But the 2-point shooting, they kind of hit 7 of 16 for 43%. Now in the third quarter, it's what we're going to be breaking down. Third quarter, they shot 55%. They shot 11 of 20 from the field. So they hit pretty well in the game with those 11 of 20 shots from the floor. Also, they shot 62.5. They hit 5 of 8 from 2-point range, and also 3-point range. They were 6 of 12. So they started to come up with their 3-point shooting in that third quarter with 6 of 12 for 50%. Their field goal shooting was 70 in that third quarter. So they was hitting 70% in that third quarter on field goal shooting. So that's one thing you can't take away from this game is how bad they shot. So okay, fourth quarter. Toronto, Golden State shot 8 of 18 for 44. Also 7 of 11 for 63. But they were 1 for 7. They were not that good on 3-point shooting. They were at 14%. So I'm pretty sure Steph Curry might have hit one of those threes. We'll check the box score in just a few minutes to give you that take right there. It was 47.2 on the field goal shooting in the game last night. So look, that was substantial shooting right there. So they was 11, like I said, once again, it was 11 of 31 in the game last night for 35.5%. And like I said, so that's the field goal shooting and stuff like that. So we're going to give you the box score updates. Let's go ahead and give you the box score. I'm going to give you the box score, and I'm also going to go over the game, the play-by-play tutorials in this video tonight. So let's and give you the takes on that. So let's go ahead and go over that. Give you 1 second. Let's go ahead and switch it out. Okay, let's begin with the box scores. Let's go ahead and look at the Toronto box scores. Toronto Raptors box score. I'm going to see if I can pull it up a little bit into my screen so you can see it a little bit better. There it is. I got it on my screen, so I got it set. Okay, Pascal Siakam. He had a pretty good night last night. He was 10 of 17 from the floor. He also was 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. So he had a pretty good. Also, Kyle Lowry had 26 points as well. He also was 9 for 16 for 56%. So he was a 56% shooter in the game last night. So he was hitting pretty good. Now, Kawhi Leonard, he had 22 points. Kawhi Leonard was probably the MVP last night. So congratulations to him. He kind of hit 7 of 16 shots. He was hitting pretty good. His free throws, he got on the lines 8 times. He converted 7. So he was at 87% shot last night. So he was at minus 2. Minus 2. Danny Green. Let's see. He only played 17 minutes. He did not. He had one turnover. He had let's see, one rebound, one on defense, none on offense. Danny Green. Fred Van Beat off the bench. Had 22 points. He was minus 10. Um, he had two total rebounds, one on defense, one on offense. So um, he had a pretty good night. He was 6 of 14 for 42. He also hit um, 5 for 11. He hit 5 for 11 in 3-point shots. That was 45%. That was a good number right there for Fred Van Beat right there. So for the Toronto Raptors. Um, let's see. Sergio Ibaka had 15 points. He had plus 9 on his turnover to margin rate. So he shot 58%. So he had a pretty good number right there. It was close to 60. So that was a pretty good clip right there for Sergio Ibaka. So for the Toronto Raptors. So let's go ahead and go over the Golden State ones. We'll break it down for you. Draymond Green had 11. He was 5 for 10 shooting the ball. He had 19 total rebounds. He had 15 on defense and 4 on offense last night for the Warriors. Also, Steph Curry. He's usually putting up 40 plus points. Not last night. He put up 21. So he was 6 of 17 shooting, but he was not that good on those 3 points. He was at 27%. He was 3 of 11. So he's got he should have converted more threes in this game. Steph Curry. Now, Andre Iguodala had 22 points last night. He was minus 4 in the game last night. He also had 9 of 15 shooting for 60%. He also hit 50% from 3-point range. And his free throws was very poor. He was poor on that 3-point free throw shooting. He was 1 of 5. That's the main thing that will get you losses. If one of those guys go 1 for 5 or 1 for 3 or whatever, look, you're not winning the game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I mean, Klay Thompson, before his injury, he had 30 points in the game last night. He had 8 for 12 night for 66.7%. And also 3-point shooting was at 66.7%. So that's something right there. Now, DeMarcus Cousins, he came off the bench. He had 12 points last night. He also was 4 of 9 shooting. So he was at 44% for the Warriors. So that's you take your pick. You take your pick right there. Who was the worstest shooter on this team last night, on this Warriors team? And I'm gonna kind of ditch out and say, not nearly as good they had. So one thing I'd say, see Green, like I said, he had like I said, 11 points. So make no mistake about it. So that's one thing about it. They had turnovers last night in the game. So we're gonna see how many turnovers they have. We'll look at it again on the shot charts. So let's go ahead and pull that up. I'm gonna pull that up one more time. Shot charts. Okay, the turnovers was let's see. I don't know if I don't have the turnovers. I don't see how many that they had last night as a team. Let's see. They had 12. They had 12 last. Not 12. Let's see. They had 16 turnovers. You can't win games with 16 turnovers in a ball game. 16 turnovers. That's the reason why you lose half of the time. Because when you have 16 or greater, you're not winning the game. That's the thing. Also, you're rebounding. Your rebounding is a very important thing. You got to get those rebounds because that means baskets right there. So They had 42 rebounds last night. Also defensively, they had 31 rebounds on defense and 11 on offense for the Golden State Warriors. So you take your pick. You take your pick. I mean, give me your take. I mean, what you think about this game last night? Anybody can come up in here and give me their takes via Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Anyone. I mean, if you want to give me your takes about last night's game. I mean, what you think? Will Klay Thompson? I mean, there's a lot of questions going on with Klay Thompson and a lot of questions going on with Kevin Durant. Will they be back with Golden State next year? They're going to have a 5-year contract extension, but one of them's going to be gone. One of them's going to be gone at the start of next season. They might keep one and get rid of the other. That's you don't know. They want to rebuild. They want to get back into the NBA Finals. So that's the box score breakdown and the team stat breakdown. We'll go ahead and break down what happened in last night's game, play by play. Let's go ahead and begin looking at that. Okay, let's look at the play-by-play. We're going to go ahead and start play-by-play. Let's begin at the 11:47 mark. Gasol missed a 2-point shot, so he should have made that shot. That was from 7 feet. Also, Lowry makes a 2-point shot. That was +2. Made it 2-0. Also, Lowry comes back at the 11:05 mark and hits a 3, makes it 5-0 in favor of the favor of the Raptors. Also, it was Lowry once again. Let's see, from 26 feet away, makes it 8-0. So they had a pretty good lead in that game, 8-0. Now, but once again, they made it 8-2. That was let's see. Let's go ahead and give you the. They made a 2-point shot. That was on Looney's shot. That was at the 10-11 mark in the first quarter. It was 8-2, but Toronto made it 11-2 on another 3-point shot. So he hits his 3-point shots at the let's see, 10:43 mark, 10:20 mark, and 9:48 mark. So he hits 3 3-pointers in those in that quarter right there. Now, but he misses a shot from 2 feet. It was 11-6 on a let's see, came on 11-4. That was at the 9:22 mark. 2-point shot from 7 feet away. That was at the 9:22 mark. And at the 8:45 mark, they made it 11-6. So they came back a little bit in this game. Now, Steph Curry got on the line at the 8:26 mark and hit 2 free throws. It was 14-8 Toronto. Pascal Siakam hits a jump shot from 25 feet, so it's a 3-point shot. Made it 17-8. So they had a pretty good lead right there in that game. Pretty good lead in that first quarter going into the game. Now, let's see. Iguodala misses a shot. That was at the 7:48 mark. It was still 17-8. At the 7:30 mark, once again, Iguodala comes back and hits an 11-foot shot. An assist from Draymond Green makes it 17-10. Let's see. Klay Thompson hits a 2-point shot at the rim. That was at the 7:08 mark in the first quarter. Made it 17-12. And let's see. Bogart enters the game. That was 17-12. Gasol makes a 2-point shot. That was from 8 feet away. That should have been made. You got to make those shots, no matter what. I mean, I don't care if it's from 8 feet. I don't care if it's from 1 feet. You got to make those shots. Now, Siakam hits a gets a dunk at the let's see 6:26 mark in the first quarter. Also in the at 6:06 once again, it was 6:27 and then 6:06. Klay Thompson hits a three. So 6:06 mark. It was 19-15 Raptors. So 6:27 was the shot that Siakam hit. Okay, now 5:33 mark in the let's see first quarter. It was Leonard hitting a 2-point shot. Also free throws for Lowry. That was at the 5:26 mark. He missed. He makes one and misses the second. Klay Thompson hits a 2-foot shot that was at 19 feet, so it was at the 4:59 mark in the first quarter, made it 22-17. So it was getting closer and closer in this game. So it was getting very closer. Now once again, Klay Thompson makes it 22-20. So he comes back and hits a three. So after he hits a two, he hits a three. That's at the 4:28 mark in the first quarter. Also, Fred VanVleet comes back and hits a three, makes it 25-20. So it was a 5-point advantage for the Raptors. So they was up. It was closer to 5. So it's a 5-point lead. So let's go ahead and look at everything else. Okay, next one we're looking at. This was at let's see, it was 25-20. Okay, it was Gasol getting on the line. Gasol got that was at 4:07 mark in the first quarter. He misses one free throw and makes the second. Fred VanVleet misses a 26-foot 3-point shot, and also Draymond Green at the 3:54 mark misses a 2-point shot. That was from 3 feet. Now DeMarcus Cousins hits a 2-point shot that's at 3 feet at the 3:17 mark. So it was 26-22. So it was a very close game in his first quarter. Now it wasn't a blowout in the first quarter. So okay, DeMarcus Cousins at the 2:55 mark makes a let's see, I'm gonna highlight it right there. I got it right on my screen in yellow. Makes a 2-point layup. That's makes it 26-24. Cousins gets on the line. He makes one that was an M1 right there. Makes it 26. It was a 1-point game, and then it was a 1-point game again. On a it was 26-20, 27-26. Raptors on top. That was at the 156 mark. All right. Let's see. 127 mark. Kyle Lowry hits a 23-foot 3-point shot. That was at 127. And then Sergio Ibaka hits a 2-point shot, makes it 31-30. So it's still a 1-point game. And see if anybody's in there. I don't want. Okay, the next one is let's see. We're looking at it. Okay, Kawhi Leonard at the 8-second mark makes it a 16-foot shot, makes it 33-30. That was a 3-point game. And Curry gets on the line. He hits 2 free throws, and it was cut to 1 again. That was in the and he misses the 3-point shot from 77 feet away. You can't. That's unfortunately you can't make a shot like that. Let's go to the second quarter now. We'll break down the second quarter. It was 34-32. But at the 11:35 mark and 11. Let's see. At the 11:22 mark, it was Lowry hitting 2 free throws. 34-32 was the score. Livingston hits a 2-point shot from 3 feet. That was at the 11:14 mark in the second quarter. Okay, at the 10:12 mark, no shots from Toronto. At the 10 minute mark and 10:12 mark, free throws for Klay Thompson. Both of them was made. It was 36-35. They got their first lead of the game, 36-35. Sergio Ibaka hits a 2-point shot, makes it 37-36. It was back and forth in the first quarter. Okay, Cousins made it 38-37 on a 2-point shot. It was from 4 feet away. Siakam hits a 3-point shot, makes it 40-38. So they get back into the lead, 40-38. But they miss a 2-point layup, so that should have been points right there. They left that on the board. Fred VanVleet hits a 3-point shot, makes it 43-38. That was at the 8-12 mark in the second, so it was +3. Let's see. I'm going to pull it down, scroll it down a little more. It went back to 3 on a 2-point dunk. That was from Draymond Green. He had the assist. That was at the 6:35 mark in the second quarter. Steph Curry hits a 2-point shot, makes it 43-42. But Kawhi Leonard, that was at 5:51, misses a 19-foot shot. So that should have been points right there for the Raptors. And it went back to 1 again. So it went back to 1. That was at the 5:06 mark left to play in the second, 44-43. Iguodala made it 46-43 again. It was back to from 1 to 3, from 1 to 3, 3-point lead. So also 4:20 mark, it was Kawhi Leonard hitting a 2-point shot from 22 feet, made it 46-45. Also, it was tied up at 47 on free throws. That was at the 4-minute mark. Klay Thompson hits 2 free throws and then 3. So he hits converts 3. So it's 3 out of 3 in that game. That was at the 4-minute mark. So it was all the way to the 3:31. Also, 3:28 left to play. In the game, it was 49 apiece after Ibaka hits a 2-point shot. Same thing, he hits another one. It makes it 51-49. That was at 2:35. And then Draymond Green, excuse me, I'm saying the wrong name. Hits a 2-point shot, makes it 51 apiece. That was at 2:31 left to play. Let's see, it was 2:35. 2:31 mark was Ibaka with a 2-point shot, makes it 53-51. So it was 2:35 around that time frame. Okay, let's go ahead and look at Kyle Lowry. This is what happened. This was at the 59 second mark. It was from 8 feet, made it 55-54. So it's a 1-point lead, and then Iguodala makes it 53. So he kind of hit a shot as well for Golden State. Okay. All right. Let's see. 32 seconds left to play. It was 57-54. Klay Thompson hit 3 free throws. It was at the close to 10-second mark. So it was the 10-second mark in the second quarter. So that was the end of the. They led 60-57 at halftime. Toronto led. So, okay, let's see what else we can go over. Okay, third quarter action. Fred VanVleet hits a 2-point shot from 20 feet, makes it 62-57. Klay Thompson makes it 62-59 on a 2-point shot. Also, Sergio Ibaka hits a 2-point shot from 11 feet, makes it 64-59. And it was 64-62 Raptors on a Steph Curry 3-point shot. That was at 9:38. And then it was tied up at 64 on a Klay Thompson 2-point shot from 3 feet away. That was in the third quarter, made it 64-59. 64. Kawhi Leonard at the 8:35 mark in the third quarter hits a three-point shot for 29 feet away. It was 67-64. So it was close. Once again, it was close in the um, third quarter. Now, Fred VanVleet, that was at the 8:22 and 8:19 marks. So they got it 8:22. That was two free throws, made it 68-64. Draymond Green hits a 2-point layup from 1 feet. That was at the 8:12 mark in the game. In the third, made it 69-66. Also, Kawhi Leonard hits a 2-point shot from 3 feet, makes it 71-66. And then he gets an M1 at the 7:49 mark, so 7:49 mark. So he hit the shot at 8:05 and gets um, a free throw. That was a 1-and-1 at 7:49 mark. Andre Iguodala hits two free throws, makes it at the 7:26 and 7:24 mark, makes it 72-67. Also, Steph Curry hits a three-point shot that was at the 6:57 mark, made it a 2-point game, 72-70. So it was down to two. It was down to two in that last in a second. So also Pascal Siakam at 5:27 hits a 2-point jump shot from 10 feet, and once again he hits it at 5:05. It was 76-73. Andre Iguodala hits a 3-point shot, makes it 74-73. Also, it was 4:41 left to play. Klay Thompson hits a 3-point shot, ties it up at 76, and the game was tied at 76 apiece. Also, let's see, Iguodala hits a 2-point shot from 4 feet away, makes it 78-76. So it was, like I said, it was a very close ball game, to say the least, according to these play-by-play tutorials. That's why you got to read these play-by-play tutorials to see what happened in these games, because they look, they'll tell you a lot. Sure, the stats might not tell you a lot, but these will tell you a lot what happened in these games. So let's go ahead and okay, Iguodala hits a at the 4:35 mark, hits a 2-point shot from 4 feet, makes it 78-76. So Golden State was back in the lead. Also, it was Leonard hitting a 2-point shot from 2 feet. That was at the 2:52 mark in the let's see, 2:52 mark in the game in the third quarter. Also, Curry hits a 2-point shot, makes it 80-76. Klay Thompson makes it 83-79 on a 3-point shot. Ibaka gets on the line. He misses one free throw and makes the second. That was at 2:46 left to play in the third quarter. Once again, Klay Thompson gets on the line. That was at 2:19 mark. He hits two free throws. And this was like a rabid free throw shooting contest in his third quarter. Siakam gets on the line at the 1:57 mark and hits two free throws. Makes it 85-82. So it was 85-82 just before the end of the third quarter. That was the breakdowns right there you're looking at. Now, let's go ahead and go over some more stuff. Okay, Kawhi Leonard gets on the line at the 107 mark. That was about 60 seconds left to play in the game. In third, it was 85-83 Warriors. Okay, next one is Iguodala. That was at the 52-second mark. Hits a 3 from 27 feet away. Makes it 88-83. It was a close game, folks. It was not a blowout like everybody was going to say on Facebook and stuff like that. It was a complete close game. Okay, they had a turnover. Steph Curry, that was on a bad pass. That should have never happened. I mean, when you have 16 turners over like that, you're not winning the games, folks. That is facts. Okay, let's go to the fourth quarter now. Let's begin looking at quarter number 4 breakdown. Um, okay, at the 10:16 mark, it was Sergio Ibaka hits a 2-point shot, makes it 89-88. And let's see, they get a shot at the 9:41 mark. That was Cook on 2-point shot from 4 feet away, makes it 91-88. Also, Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet gets a 3. That ties it up at 91. So they was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in these ball games. And Livingston made it 93-91. That was at the 8:07 mark left to play in the ball game right there. Now, let's see. Next one we're looking at. Fred VanVleet hits a 26-foot 3-point shot. He hits that was at 8:46, and he hit another one at 6:37 left to play in the game. Also, Draymond Green makes it a 1-point game on a 2-point shot. Also, let's see. At 5:41 left to play in the game, it was a 2-point shot by Livingston from 1 feet away. Kayvon Looney was the assister. Made it 97-94. Pascal Siakam hits a 2-point shot from 3 feet away. 5:39 left to play. It was 97-96. Steph Curry hits a 2-point shot from once again. That's from let's say he hits a 2-point shot in that time frame. It was 99-96. Now Fred VanVleet had a hit. This was at 5:06, 5:04, and 5:01. This is from Basketball Reference. It's a website, a sports reference. They show you everything that would happen on play-by-plays and stuff. Okay, it was 99 apiece, so it was all tied up. So he had to hit 3 free throws. So they tied the game up with those 3 free throws at 99. That was at the 5:01 mark left to play in the game. At the 4:15 mark, Iguodala hits an 18-foot shot. That was a 2-point shot, made it 101-99. Gasol got on the line. He had 2 free throws. It was tied up at 101 apiece. Also, Fred VanVleet once again hits a 3-point shot from 26 feet. So he hit a 26-foot 3-point shot, makes it 104-101. 104-101. Now, let's go ahead and go over this one. Okay, Sergio Ibaka gets a hook shot. That was at the 2:49 mark. That was +2 right there. Made it 106-101. Now, DeMarcus Cousins got on the line about 2:27, and he kind of hit he hit 1 free throw and missed the second free throw. It was 106-102. Now, Lowry hits a 13-foot shot. That was a 2-point shot. That was at the 137 mark, close to the end of the game. It was 108-102. And then Draymond Green hits a 3-point shot, made it 108-105. So it was a 3-point game once again, folks. It was a back and forth. It was a tussle right there. It was a tussle between these two teams. Also, Siakam gets on the line, misses 1, and makes the second. So that was 109-105. Also, at the 37 mark, 37 second, Cousins misses one free throw and makes the second one. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Cousins last night. He should have made those free throws. If they would have made those free throws, they would have had a pretty good chance to win the game. Now, at the 18-second mark, Cousins once again hits a two-point shot from 1 feet, makes it 109, 108. It was also Sackham. Um, Hits a two-point shot that was from 13 feet away, makes it 111, 108. Now Curry gets on the line. That's at the 9-second mark in the game. He hits two free throws. It makes it 111, 110. So it was 111, 110. And let's see. At the 0-second mark, they had to he got a technical foul, so he makes a technical free throw to win the game. It was 112. And then once again, he got was a personal foul on Iguodala, so he got on the line again and hit two free throws, so it was 114, 110. So that's how the game ended, 114, 110. He misses a three-pointer from 63 feet away, so that was the end of the game right there. So I look at it this way: this game right here, it was a monumental game right here. It was. It wasn't a fluker game. It wasn't a stinker game. It wasn't none of that. It was a pretty good game last night between the Warriors and the Raptors. Let's go ahead and give you the summaries. Okay, they had 9 ties in the game last night. They also had 18 lead changes. Toronto led for the they led 29 minutes and 28 seconds. They had a lead for 29 minutes, so that was a pretty good hold down right there for the Raptors. So most consecutive points was even at 8. Scoring drought was Toronto was at 335, so they had their longest scoring drought last night at 335. So also your scoring leaders, that's in the first quarter was Lowry with 15. How you doing, Boston? Wow, makes a deal. Oh yeah, that's most likely gonna happen. That's most likely going to happen. If Boston can get rid of Kyrie Irving, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get Anthony Davis. So, I mean, make no mistake about it. I mean, he's going to be gone sooner or later. I see you right there, Brian Champagne. I see you. So, thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. Also, let's go over the let's see, scoring leaders. 2 ties was 8 points. Klay Thompson had 12 in the third. Fred VanVleet had 12 in the fourth. And total was Klay Thompson with 30. Now rebound leaders, Green in the first quarter had 7. Lowry had 5. 3 ties was 4. Draymond Green had in the fourth quarter he had 6 rebounds. Also, he was the leader in the rebounding department. So also assists. Let's go ahead and give you an assist. That's the ball movements. Green had 5. 3 ties was I'm pretty sure they had 3 players that had 3 assists, and also Steph Curry had 3 assists, and 2 ties with players that had assists with 3, and Green had 13. So Green led in rebounds. He led in assists last night in the game last night. So that's one thing about it. Okay, let's go over the scoring summary before we kind of break. Okay, from this. Okay, Golden State trailed 33-32. That was in the first quarter. They also trailed 27-25 in the second quarter. Golden State led 31-26 in the third quarter, and Toronto led 28-22 on scoring in the fourth quarter to get the 114-110 win. So look, I mean a lot of asterisks are going to be on the Golden State Warriors. I'm pretty sure of it. They're going to have a lot of asterisks. They're going to have a lot of questions going on. Why did you let Durant in the other game, and why did Klay Thompson? What was the injury status on him? So they're going to have a lot of questions going into this off season. I mean, make no mistake about it. They will have a lot of questions. I mean, the questions are: will KD stay in with Golden State? Will he stay with Golden State, or will he be traded? That's the thing that's going to be hitting them hard. I know a lot of those fans out there, and I mean, I heard a lot of stuff going on the social media today that one of the owner of the Toronto Raptors was was charged with, I think, battery on a police officer or something like that. I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably will clear that up with the attorneys and stuff in Ontario. So I say this: look, Golden State got their first championship. Look, and here's the thing: anybody can do it in the NBA. I don't care if you're LA. I don't care if you're Houston. I don't care if you're Phoenix. I don't care if you're the Pelicans. I'm pretty sure if the Pelicans can get their act together, I'm pretty sure they most likely will be a championship team before you know it. But not right now, because they got to rebuild. They got to get this situation with Anthony Davis rectified, because if you don't get it rectified, it's going to linger on throughout the season. And that's one thing about it. I mean, if we can get some good players out of Boston or LA, or if they give them a trade acquisition, if tomorrow, if Toronto, the world champions, sign Anthony Davis, everybody don't know. It's going to be a very interesting off season for NBA. So you can give me your take on this game last night. You can go ahead and post your opinions on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube, and all for the YouTube people. So, because we have YouTube tonight, so if you want to give me your opinions. So, before we move on, okay. All right. Anybody? I don't think nobody's want to talk about that no more. We'll go ahead and move along. We'll move along this evening. Okay, let's talk about. Let's go ahead and go over some news headlines from NOLA.com. NOLA.com is a website. We use this every time for us local sports such as Saints, LSU, Tulane, and Pelicans. So we're going to talk about Jared Cook and Carl Granson makes a positive impression on the coaches in the Saints training camp. So let's go ahead and give you this, talk about this. Okay, if you want to talk about the New Orleans Saints, come on down. Here's your opportunity. Jared Cook and Carl Grayson makes a positive impression on others' observation on the observing the Saints camp. So I'm pretty sure these two guys, Grayson and Cook, will be a lethal wide receiver core. Hopefully we can, with him being the tight end, and also Grayson, and also the new rookies as well. I mean, I want to see what the rookies are going to do in the Saints training camp. This is mini camp now, not training camp, because that's going to be I think next month in over there in Metairie. So I'm looking for um, a lot of positive things coming out of this camp. Also with Chauncey Gardner Johnson as well. I mean, I'm looking for straight up stuff. Um, yeah, it was a good game. Oh yeah, absolutely. I watched it to the end, Brian. I watched it to the end. I watched it to the end. I mean, it was a good game. So what you take about the Saints training camp? What your aspirations for this year? What is your take? What is your who you think is going to get the position battles? Who you think is going to battle out for everything? Everything's going to be on the line. I mean, except for the quarterback, because Drew Brees is the franchise quarterback. He ain't going to be um, going nowhere. So, give me your take. So, I'd say this. Look, I mean, if these guys impress the hell out of me, I think we're going to have a good season. I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're going to go undefeated. Also, with the new guy we got is Richard Matthews. He spells it differently. It's Rish um, ARD. It's not with a C. It's with a S. So Richard Matthews. I think he's going to be a legitimate threat for the wide receiver position. Whoever gets it, and also the cornerback positions. That's going to be up for grabs as well. Because look, we need some sustainable cornerbacks in this season. Because I'm gonna tell you, look, we don't want to get burnt like we did against Atlanta when Sanu went up the middle, and also um, um, Ridley, and also Julio Jones. We don't want to go through that again. We want a sustainable um, cornerback core that's going to defend those passes. We need that. So, all right. Oh, I think the kid out of Texas will be good. Oh yeah, I think is going to be good. The one out of Texas, Texas A&M, Eric McCoy. Yeah, I think he's going to be a good center. I'll be honest with you. He will be a damn good center, but he's got to learn that playbook because this is NFL football, not college football. So he's going to have to learn that system real quick because look, they're going to be counting on him for those snaps to be on time. Because look, if you don't get those things on time, and if you don't block Drew Brees, he's gonna get buried. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's why it's very important that we have a legitimate center. I mean, we have Larry Wolford. We also have Nick Easton, and that's going to be the battles right there going into this 2019 training camp. Now it's mini camp right now. So also the running back position. I'm going to say this. This is going to be a very interesting combination with Washington, Murray, and Kamara. That's going to be another interesting um, position to watch out for. Also, who's going to be the kick returners? Because we need somebody that's going to get us sustainable field position as well. That's the kicking game with the kickoff returns and the punt returns. So that's going to be the sustainable um, positions we have to look out for. Because look, we haven't had a kickoff returner since McAfee and Fred and Michael Lewis, the Beer Man. So yeah, Center is critical. Yeah, that's it. That's important. The center is critical because I'm gonna tell you, if you don't get that ball off in time, Brian, I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna get buried. Drew Brees will get buried. They and you can bank on that. They're gonna come in with some hard pressures on Brees. That's one thing about it. I mean, we don't look. I'm not trying to scare Saints fans into submission, and but I'm telling you the truth. This is not me blowing smoke up people's ass. Also, all right, the linebackers. I'm going to say the linebackers are going to be very important too, because we're going to have a competition there as well. The linebackers. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with all those linebackers. I mean, look. I mean, everything's up for grabs at Saints camp. Everything is up for grabs at Saints camp. Everything is not given to you, it's earned. They have to earn those positions. So that's my take on it. Um, we're going to go ahead and move along. I just talked about Saints football. Now we talked about the basketball game. We'll talk about the U.S. Open. Let's go ahead and talk about the U.S. Open. U.S. Open time. Let's go ahead and give you takes on that. Okay, the U.S. Open 2019. Justin Birdie at the last 3 holes to take the lead in the first round. So it's going to be a very good competitive field. No matter what, it's going to be Tiger Woods. It's going to be Justin Rhodes and somebody else. So I think it's going to be a good competition to bear. So also, so if you want to talk about who's your favorite golfer, who you think is going to win this U.S. Open, you can give me your take now through Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. So if you give me your take about the U.S. Open, it's too old to take yet. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Brian, that's he is too old. So okay. So that's my take on the golf classic going on in at Pebble Beach, California. So this is from the Associated Press. You can reach the Associated Press at I think ap.com or ap.org. They have different sites. So let's go ahead and click out. I'm about an hour in. Okay, we talked about all these kinds. We talked about Todd Graffinini yesterday. All right, let's go ahead and give you some more stuff. I'm going to go ahead and swing it over to ESPN. So we're going to swing it back over to ESPN with my computer. Okay, I got that set up. Okay, let's go ahead and give you sources. Pat's dropped grievances against the Houston Texans for the tampering rules, and they move on. Here's the thing about that. Look, they done 4 worse than the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans is not cheating like the New England Patriots does. They don't cheat. Look at the Deflategate back then a couple of years ago. That was the biggest story right there. With the Deflategate, and also the owner going to the massage parlor in Florida and getting a hand job. So that's something right there. Look, New England Patriots ain't got a leg to stand on. They're the Super Bowl champions. They should be whining and complaining about tampering rules, and they should just move on, let it be. That's it. I mean, I'm not trying to. I don't like the New England Patriots just as much as everybody else doesn't like the New England Patriots. But they did drop their tampering charges filed against the Texans. So that is Let's see what he's talking about. Okay, why would Griffin reach out to Leonard to try to get him? I don't know. I don't know why he's doing that because look, once you get Zion Williamson, that's it. You can get your good player, and here might be another Anthony Davis or another Baron Davis that used to play here for the New Orleans Pelicans a couple of years ago. So I don't know why he's reaching out to Leonard. I don't understand that story right there. So thank you for bringing it up, Brian Champagne. So this is from ESPN.com. You can go there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's sports stories all over the about 24 hours. Okay, let's go ahead and give you another story I want to talk about here tonight. We're about an hour and something in and change into the show. Wait. Okay, here's an update on the Copa America soccer tournament. It is 52nd million. That's on ESPN Plus. If you don't have ESPN Plus, you might not be able to get it. ESPN Plus is it's a subscription service. You have to pay $5 a month to get the service. So you can watch ESPN. You can get ESPN, ESPN1, ESPN2, ESPNU, SEC Network, also ACC Network through your cable companies. But this is a standalone service. So, okay, it is 1-0 Brazil on top of Bolivia. That's in the Copa America tournament. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this. Last night, waiting on that to come up. Okay, incident with a deputy under investigation. The Alameda County Sheriff's Office is investigating the Toronto Raptors president, Mason Ujiri. I'm trying to say his name is Ujiri. He is suspected of misdemeanor battery on a police officer. That was last night at the Oracle Arena. He is known. Mr. Urita was unknown to the deputy at time. It was a sheriff deputy over there in Oakland. So I mean, I hope it doesn't linger on. I hope he does get this straightened because look, that's one thing you do not do in society. It's put your hands on the cop because they are 10 times as likely to end your life. That's one thing you don't do. You read it, look, I think he was wrong what he did. He should have never done what he done. That was uncalled for what he did. He should have just kind of left it alone. But look, you can't do things like that. Not in this age right now. So that was on Thursday night. After the Warriors, he tried to join the team on the floor. He was stopped by a deputy. Look, it was a deputy. Look, he should have been granted access because he's the owner of the team. He's the president of the team. But I know, look, they kind of gave him some orders or something like that, or told him not to pass because look, I don't know what happened. Okay, we'll show you. It was credible. Sergeant Ray Kelly, a spokesman of the sheriff's office, he shoved the deputy out of the way when he walked off towards the deputy pushed back. The president came forward and ending up striking the deputy in the face. I mean that's right there. That's a misdemeanor right there. You can't do stuff like that. I mean, that's something you cannot be doing. In today's world, you can't be doing something like that with a deputy. Yeah. Oh, they didn't do nothing about it. No. No, they didn't do nothing about it. I mean, but New England doesn't have any leg to stand on, Brian, because the thing is, look, I mean, look, if they was tampering with evidence and stuff like that, or things like that, look, I don't think they had any evidence on that. So I really, New England didn't have a leg to stand on because look, the Houston Texans is a pretty good, is a very good organization. Sure, they got a racist owner and for the Houston Texans, but the truth of the matter is, you got to look, you got to put ends where right where it's wrong, and that's the thing about it. You got to put right where right and where wrong was wrong. So okay, I'm just gonna talk about this. Okay, yeah, the sheriff's office gathered information about so the video was posted by NBC Bay Area. I don't know if I can get the video. I mean, if I get the video, I'll post it to the um, um, Facebook comics, Facebook timeline. So I'll just see if I can give you the video right here. So I can't play any videos or um, audio clips of any kind inside the video um, streams of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. So we cannot do that. So we have to send you the video. So if you want to look at the video, you can give me your comments on what happened last night. This is from Brian Windhorse. I'll go ahead and post it to the Facebook timeline. You can go to my timeline and read it. So there it is. I got it posted over. So that's it's posted over to my timeline. You can go there and access it. Once again, I got to keep telling people, look, we cannot play video or audio sound clips of any kind on any of these programs. We can't do it due to copyright restrictions. I don't want to get kicked out. So please understand. Yep. Kelly said the sheriff's office has spoken with the NBA in that the league is aware of the investigation. As of Friday morning, the sheriff's office has not yet spoken to the Raptors or Uri. I'm trying to say his name. Also, spokesman Mike Bass said the league was in contact with the Toronto Raptors and also the local authorities, so to gather more information. The investigation should wrap up by next week, so I think it's gonna hopefully it doesn't drag on for days on end, and then we have to I'd be talking about it again and again and again and again. No, it's like a news cycle. So I got this posted on the Facebook timeline. If you want to access it, you can watch the video and give me your take, and I'll watch you on the screen. So, okay, that is. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to talk about this evening on this evening's show. Okay, let's see, we got. Okay, general manager says, let's see what this says. I'm looking at it. Okay, general manager says Warrior outlook will be unaffected. I think it will not be unaffected at all because look, if KD does leave and Thompson's still there, it's not going to have any effect on how the Warriors conduct their team and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and post this to the Facebook timeline. I will go ahead and post this in a second. Give me 1 second to post it. I mean, I gotta close this so nobody won't see me posting. So we just gotta make sure we gotta I mean, we're just doing it for a few seconds, and we'll come back, and we'll come back on the screen. So there we go. Everything's in there, so it's on the screen. Everything's posted to the timeline. So if you want to talk about it, you can also send your comments to that thing as well. Okay. Okay. Golden State Warriors general manager Bob Myers remains confident the organization will retain Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. I'm pretty sure it most likely um, might be Thompson staying or Durant or one of them. It might be one of them. It's not going to be both. So hopefully they get a pretty good contract and it will stay. So for the with the Raptors. So with the Warriors. Excuse me. I'm saying wrong thing. So okay, that's from Nick Friedel, came out at 7:45, just about quarter to 8, about maybe half hour ago to an hour. So that's on the ESPN website. Let's see what else we need to talk about tonight. About it. Right now it's 2-0. Brazil. Brazil is on top 2-0. That is in the 62nd minute of the Copa America soccer tournament. That's in I think in South America somewhere. So let me see if we got the World Cup Women's World Cup action. Let's see if I can grab it on my screen. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. 1 second. Grab the World Cup action. Okay, the Women's World Cup. We'll give you a recap of the Women's World Cup. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 1 second. Switch this out. Okay, let's go ahead and give you the Women's World Cup. Waiting on it to come up. I'm in an hour 22 minutes. I've been running. Okay, in the World Cup today, Japan defeats Scotland 2-1. It was Italy winning 5-0 over Jamaica, and England winning over Argentina 1-0. Final score. So it's in the Women's World Cup. So that's the update on the Women's World Cup action going on. Okay, let's go give you a WNBA score update. Let's go ahead and give you that. I'm gonna do that in 1 second. Switch this over. WNBA scores. Okay, WNBA basketball just started right after the NBA games ended last night, so it's now WNBA season. The Sun leaving the Lynx 85-78, 145 left to play in the fourth quarter. Also, the Storm leading the Mystics 74-71. Other games will be going on tonight. The Mercury will take on the Los Angeles Spark. That's in Phoenix. Also, Las Vegas will take on the Liberty. That's in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that's tonight with the WNBA. Okay, let's see what else we need to give you. I'm going to give you a minor league baseball update in just a second. So I'm about to give you a minor league baseball update as well. Let's go back to minor league baseball. Okay, we already gave you the scores already. Okay, we're going to give you the scores that's going on right now. Okay, going into the ninth inning, Biloxi down 4-3 to Jackson. Also, Mississippi on top 4-1. Also, Montgomery up 2-1. Also, Pensacola and Tennessee. Tennessee leading 3-2. Also, Tulsa leading 3-1. Also, Frisco leading 4-0. Also is Jacksonville leading 3-0. Also, it is Midland leading 5-0. Also, it is Springfield leading 3-2. Now we'll go to the Triple A scoreboard, and we'll give you an MLB update. We're getting ready to go off the air for this evening. Okay. Durham leading 16-3, bottom eighth. Also, Toledo leading Norfolk 7-2, bottom of the ninth. Norfolk is batting. Runners at first and second. Also, it is 6-6. Charlotte and Rochester. Also, it is 13-8. Columbus on top of Lehigh Valley. 13-6. Excuse me. 13-6. I'm looking at it wrong. I'm just watching the scores on my screen. Pretty 13-6. Yeah, 13-6. Correction. Gwinnett leading 11-2. That's in the bottom of the ninth. Also, Reno is leading in the bottom of the sixth, 3-2. Also in the bottom of the sixth, I'm looking at it right now. It is 2-1. San Antonio runners at first. Also, it is bottom of the fifth. Salt Lake City is up 4-3. That's in the bottom of the fifth. Also, it is Nashville up 2-1. Bottom of the sixth. Las Vegas. Nashville is batting. Runner at second and 2 outs. Also, bottom top five. It is Oklahoma City leading 3-2. And El Paso's leading the New Orleans Baby Kicks, unfortunately, 3-2. That's in the third inning. So right now they're playing. We probably will have a recap tomorrow of all the games. We're not having one tonight because I think it's a dead and slow news day. So we're not going to have no sports video recaps. So we'll probably we'll forego that tonight, and we'll probably have it on the Sports Talk show tomorrow. Okay. Also, it is Louisville up 3-2, and Pawtucket leading 4-2. That is your minor league and Major League Baseball scoreboard updates for tonight, and also your NBA and World Cup and stuff like that updates for tonight. So this concludes. Let's go ahead and clip this out. Okay, this concludes tonight's edition of the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Friday, June 14th. We will be back tomorrow, same time. We'll probably have another show tomorrow. We're not going to have a sports video recap all this week because we don't have everything. It's a slow news day, so we don't want to go bore you with the same topics and stuff like that. So we don't want to do that. So we'll kind of take a few days off of that, and we'll just do the regular Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show daily. So that's the plan. So everybody like, share, and subscribe. Everything is directly on your screen. We have everything. I have everything lined up for you on the screen, so you'll be able to see where to go, where you can follow me and stuff like that. So as always, everybody have a good and safe weekend. Sunday is Father's Day. Please remember your dads as well, and please, if you have your dads alive, go give him a present, because they're a very important component in a family, just like the mom is. They're very important as well. They're like the breadwinner and stuff like that, and all that stuff. So everybody have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow.